Hey guys, welcome back to Sageo 101 with Jade, where today we're going to be learning how to tie this beautiful Ronin-no-musubi knot. The Ronin-no-musubi knot was considered an informal knot as opposed to the Chomusubi knot that you see here, for example, on this tanto. The Ronin-no-musubi knot was commonly seen around the Edo period as well as the Meiji period. This was when the finer points that we would now call modern Yaido were developed. Before we get started, we will take the wakizashi out of the saya and set it aside. And we will unwrap the knot that you see now on the saya. To tie this knot, the first thing that we are going to do is make sure that our Sageo is at equal lengths on each side. Perfect. The first thing that we are going to do is we are going to take each side and cross it over in the middle to make an X here, just like this. And we are going to take each side and take it behind the saya, just like this. Then we are going to take the right side, bring it up, and make a loop. And we are going to feed that loop right underneath this right side here. Just like that. And then we are going to do the same thing on the left side. We're going to create a loop, just like so, and we will take that loop and feed it up underneath the left side of the X that we created. Now we should have some bunny ears up at the top here that you see like this. As you see, I have this stainless steel chopstick in front of me. I will use this chopstick to feed through these bunny ears to make sure that they do not get pulled out as we tie the rest of the knot. Try to keep everything as neat as possible because it will make things a little bit easier on you in the end. Moving back to the right side, we will take this part of the Sageo, wrap it around the back of the saya, just like this. And as you can see, we have a loop here that we've created. We're going to pinch this, create another loop, and we are going to feed that loop through the loop that we created. And pull it tight a little bit. Not too tight though. And then we're going to run our chopstick through there so that we can make sure the loop stays where we want it. Moving back to the left side, we're going to do the same thing. Take the Sageo, run it behind the saya, create that loop by pinching this together, and then feeding that loop up through the loop that we created when we ran it around the back of the saya. Take our chopstick, run it through the top loop so that we can hold our position just like that. This is where you should be now. Moving back to the right side once more, taking that Sageo cord, running it back around the saya, creating that loop and running it up through the loop that we created when we ran it around back. Just like that. Moving our chopstick so that we can hold our place. And then once more on the left side, the same thing. Back around the saya. Create that loop and then feed it up through this loop right here. So this is what you should be looking at so far. The next thing that we are going to do is we are going to take the left side and find the middle of this piece of Sageo cord that we have left by folding it in half to where it comes out of the bottom of this loop right here. Once we've done that, we will take this piece and run it all the way back through these top 6 loops that we are using the chopstick to hold. Just like that. So now we have this piece ran all the way through these top 6 loops. And we are going to do the same thing with the right side here, but we are going to go back through the other direction behind this piece of cord right here. So we're going to find the middle by folding that in half where it comes out of this bottom loop, bringing it up and behind this piece right here. If you need, you can use your chopstick to push the Sageo through these loops as you're working with it. Just like that. This is why we want to leave these top loops nice and loose, not too tight, so that we can easily feed this through it. If we pull them too tight when we're first tying it, it will make this process very difficult. One more to go, keeping everything nice and neat. All right. So this is where we should be. So that's pretty much your knot. Now, what we want to do is we want to go back and remove the slack from the knot. So I'm going to start by using my 2 fingers here on these 2 middle pieces of Sageo to pull it down from the back. And then I will grab these two pieces right here in the middle and start pulling them up from the bottom. After that, I will take these two loops right here and pull the slack out of the top loops. And you will see them start to tighten up as I do this. Now, I'm going to be focusing on these two pieces right here. I'm going to pull them down from the back. And then up, just like so. And then these two pieces right here, I will pull the slack out of. Just like that. Now, once more, I will focus on these two outside pieces, pull them down with my fingers like this to tighten up the front until I can get a good hold on these bottom loops. And I will use my chopstick on these outer top loops to pull it from the back and tighten that up. Trying again to keep everything neat as I go. You can see that everything's starting to clean up. This front piece here, these are all nice and straight. All right, so once we get here, we're gonna be focusing on this loop right here that you see at the side and this loop right here that you see at the side. We're gonna pull the slack out of that top loop, just like so. And lastly, we're going to be using these two pieces right here to take the slack out of these two larger loops that we have created. So I'm taking and I'm pulling this through. As you can see, this loop right here is starting to tighten up quite nicely. Just like that. And on the back side, pulling this piece to tighten up this loop right here. Last but not least, I'm going to be taking and just evening up these loops at the very top and making sure that the length on each side is as close as I can get it to the other. Just like that. Give everything a nice pinch to make sure it's lined up as good as possible. And there you have it, guys. The Ronin-no-musubi Sageo knot. Thank you guys so much for joining me. Keep practicing. Have a wonderful rest of your day.